Okay, hello everyone, it's Sean here, Uni Reborn Dad. As the title says, I'm going to show you guys my studio apartment. Keep in mind, this is a very temporary place where I am right now. I will only be here until July 31st. The reason why I had to sublease a studio apartment in the meantime is because my lease for my 2-bedroom, the one I will be in longer term, much longer term, for at least a year I'll be there, does not start until August 3rd. And our dorm for the summer, for summer break, they kick you out in May, early May, which is now. So I had to have somewhere to go between May and August. And since I'm working here this summer in this college, in my college town, I decided to sublet an apartment. If you don't know what subleasing is, it means that you're not the direct person who is renting. You're renting through a renter. I don't know if that makes sense. If you don't still understand what I mean, you can like Google subleasing and what it means. It's weird. But yeah, so I had to find a place, and this was the best case scenario for me at the time. There was not a lot of places. Renting in this town is very competitive and is usually very overpriced. Even though this place is really tiny, as you will see, I still feel like I got a very good deal considering. I am literally a neighborhood, street away from my 2-bedroom. So I'm very close to the area where I need to be anyway. So I have no roommate, obviously. It's a good location for me, and I also don't have any neighbors on this side of me because I'm on the end, and I don't think there's even anyone in the apartment next to me on the other side. So all in all, it's really quiet here, even though I am on a highway. The only noise you'll hear is some cars sometimes, but it's much better than my dorm, because in my dorm room I was right next to the lobby, and behind us there was construction on a new dorm. So I had noise all times of the day, regardless of the time. So it's so much quieter here. It's ridiculous. Like the noise of the cars I forget about half the time because it's just so much more quiet. Yeah, that being said, it is Mother's Day. I'm not with my mom this weekend because I just finished really settling in yesterday. I still not completely, settled in. There's still things that are like stacked in boxes, and a lot of things are not going to be unpacked because I don't need them in this apartment per se. So a lot of the stuff is going to stay in boxes until I get into my 2-bedroom, until I can actually like fully settle into a place. So yeah, again, this is very temporary, but it will work for my purposes of being here for a couple months. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify what's going on, so it's kind of weird for me. So yes, technically this is my first apartment that I will be in. That's just for me, but I really consider the 2-bedroom that I'll be moving into my real first apartment. Like, that is where I will decorate. That is the apartment that's gonna really become my home. This place is really just kind of like a temporary holding place, long-term type Airbnb almost kind of experience for me. That being said, let me take you around. It's only gonna take a few minutes, and then I'll update you guys what I'm working on. Okay, everyone, so like I said, it's not the best place. It's really tiny. But like I said, I had to find somewhere that would work, no roommates, nothing, really relatively cheap, because I don't want to spend a bunch of money in a place that's not going to be really where I live long term. So yeah, that's why I end up choosing a studio unit. It's fine for now, but I would suffer if I stayed here long term because it is so small and it is so tight, and I can't fully expand. I can't unpack all the baby stuff, all that stuff. It's not possible to do here. So I had to be creative with a lot of things because of the tight fit. Whereas in my dorm, our beds were lofted, so I had all that under the bed storage space, which I have some storage under the bed because the bed is a platform frame, so it's got 18 inches underneath of there, which is what's really been saving me in this place, because if I didn't, I would definitely not be able to fit all my stuff in here. I actually, this was my first major purchase, was my mattress. I had to buy a mattress. It's a full-size mattress. I got it off of Amazon. It was only $2.29, and it's like memory foam, and it's really nice. I was really happy about that. Came in a box straight to the door. So yeah, can't beat that. And the platform frame I got from Walmart. I think it was like $70-ish. So yeah, both that, my bed and the bed frame was my first major purchase that I've made as far as like adult type purchases. So yeah, when you walk in, this is the door. When you walk in, the first thing you're gonna see is this little tiny kitchenette, kitchen. This is obviously a huge improvement from my dorm because I actually have a kitchen. Granted, it's all one big room, but it's so much better. I've been cooking and making things, and it's so much better, easier for me to actually want to eat and do stuff. And plus, this kitchen, while it is tiny, it actually has a lot of storage. Like all of those drawers, all of those cabinets are all storage, so it actually is really great. And then what I do like about this is, yes, it's a tiny little stove, but it still has the 4 burners. A lot of these studio apartments in this town, if it has like a stove and oven, it'll only have like 1 or 2 burners, but this one, while tiny, does have all 4 burners, so that makes things a lot better. It also heats up really quickly, which surprised me, so I have to be careful about that so I don't burn things. And of course, there's my microwave. I had that in my dorm. And then another great, wonderful thing is I have a full-size fridge, which I went from a mini fridge to having a full-size fridge, so, you know, it's still a little empty because obviously I'm one person, and again, I came from a dorm. But the fridge does have a lot of stuff in it because I've been cooking, and I have stuff in there, and mostly water. But yeah, so that's the little kitchen. That's where I keep my boxes. And then you go, and then you see to the other side is my bed, like I just showed you guys. And right now I've just kind of piled my book bags and my guitar there. And then my shoes are like lined up there. I will probably get a shoe rack, but for the meantime they're just kind of stacked right there. That's a little chair. I had that also in my dorm. It's like a little fold out chair. That's where I'm going to be displaying the babies when I take pictures of them. And on the Snuggle Me, which is where Joanna is. Joanna's on a payment plan, and Emerson has sold, and I'm actually going to be packaging her up today in order to ship her out tomorrow. But yeah, as you can see over here, there's the storage cube where the babies are, and where my TV and like my PlayStation 2 is, and just like little extra stuff. I love this unit also because it has 2 windows that are in different locations, so I get light, pretty decent light when I'm painting, which is what I'm currently doing right now today. Today is a painting day for me, which is why I look like this. But yeah, it has nice windows. But what was really frustrating is actually this place did not come with curtains or any type of like window coverings. So for the first few nights here, it was really sketchy because people do walk by on this street right here, this side street, to go up to other housing units back there. So it was really sketch. I was like, oh my gosh, someone's gonna just be watching me through the windows. It was really weird. I don't know. I feel like most places come with at least like those little blinds, those white blinds that you have. So that was kind of weird. I know my 2-bedroom comes with blinds, so that's good. But yeah, here, because I think my 2-bedroom has a lot more windows. I'm not sure exactly. But there's my oven, of course, which I'm actually about to put a baby in after I stop filming. I got, this is the little tiny closet, and like I said, because there's just not enough room, I don't have all the baby's clothes out. Like, there's baby clothes in there, there's baby clothes in there, baby clothes there, and there's some in there. But I also had to have somewhere to put my clothes, so right now, this is the only solution I could come up with, is stacking my clothes in these like hanging cubbies, and then I have additional clothes still in the suitcases. There's just no way for me to put like a dresser in here. There's literally no room with all my painting supplies and stuff. So realistically, that's what I'm gonna have to do right now, is kind of live out of suitcases and in the little cubby unit. But again, like I said, it's temporary, which is what I keep reminding myself. So and of course those are my jackets and like the baby's like snowsuits and stuff. It always takes a second to close this because it gets caught on the suitcase. And then over here I have all my painting supplies, just like I had them before, on this little white shelving unit. And then those are the photography lights. That's my Wi-Fi unit. There's literally nowhere to put those because it has to be connected to the cable, cable cord thing, and for some reason they hooked up the cable thing there, so they have to be on the floor there. It's really annoying, but there's also the problem is there's only like one main outlet, so that's why you see all these cords, because I had to get 2 different extension cords so that I could actually hook up everything, like my laptop charger, my light that I have by my bed, all that kind of stuff has to be plugged in, and an additional the Wi-Fi unit box has to be plugged in. So it looks really I hate how it looks, but they only have like one main outlet in this studio. The other outlets are one's up there, and then one over there that's connected to the fridge, and then one in the bathroom, which I will probably never use. And then we've got the box packing clothes here, just like I did in my dorm. I have it in these handy dandy shoe organizers. This is my painting desk. Currently I'm working on a Realborn, well, not Realborn, she's actually just a regular Bountiful Baby sculpt. She is Megan. She's a preemie size. I'm doing a different type of like skin tone with her. She's gonna have a lot of layers, which is where she's at right now, is the beginning of like some of the layers, so she's nowhere near complete quite yet, but she will be done very soon because she's so tiny and she paints really quickly. So she'll be done very soon. She'll be rooted as well, and she will be available. So the babies that will be available that I'll be working on in order are Megan, Realborn June, 7 months, the big one. Asleep will be next, and then Realborn June, 7 months, Awake will be after her. So I've got one small tiny preemie coming up, which is her, and then 2 bigger babies, which are the June 7 months. And since my town doesn't have much baby clothes that are preemie size, I actually had to buy some. So Megan does come with a box opening. She has all of this, like all of these onesies, this dress, the cardigan, this little set right here with those pants, and then she has another 2 pairs of pants, and that will go with her. So she does have a pretty decent box opening, I think, considering that usually when I send preemies, they only go with 1 or 2 things that I could find. And that is a Realborn Landon Asleep. He's my personal collection baby that I'll be painting, so he's not available. But yeah, those are the dolls that I'll be working on. And then this is the bathroom. It's, again, really tiny, so I'm using vertical space a lot, as you can see. That's the key to small spaces like this, is you want to use your vertical space is key. That's the shower. It's tiny, but the good thing, at least about here, is I get really nice hot water and water pressure. So the showers are actually really nice, even though the shower is kind of old and outdated, and you know, it's just not as nice as the one will be in my 2-bedroom. My 2-bedroom is going to be a lot nicer than this place. But yeah, the shower has great water pressure, great water temperature, but it is very tight in there, even for me, and I'm tiny. I'm really small, but it's really tight in there. As you can see, I can't even really walk fully into the bathroom and show you guys because it's so small in here. This is where the toilet is, of course, and I found this. People in the dorm, when they were moving out, were throwing away a lot of stuff and it was like a lot of good stuff in perfect condition. They just didn't want to take it with them or couldn't fit it in their car. And this little shelving unit was actually one of the things that someone had put by the trash can, and I wiped it off, and it's in perfect condition, and it fits, as you can see, just right over the toilet. If you can see, it barely fit, but I had measured it and measured the space, and I knew it would fit like this. So I've been using it for my extra bathroom storage, because while I do have storage here under this sink and behind here, it's still like not a lot of storage space. Like, it's so tiny. Like, this sink is like a fraction of the size of a normal sink. So yeah, I had to get creative, and I'm glad I was so happy that I found this shelf and it fit perfectly, because this is where I keep my additional like toiletries and stuff, and toilet paper, etc., etc. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire place, and a little update. My customs are now back open. So if you're looking for a custom, I have plenty of time. I no longer, am doing my studies or anything. Final exams are over. The school semester is over for me. The only time I will be doing schoolwork is when I have second summer classes, which will start not until July. So I have a bunch of time to paint. I will be working, but it's a part-time job, so I won't be working that often. So mostly I'll be painting and hanging out with my friends who are here in town for the summer. So if you're interested in a custom, now would be the time. I'm just gonna be mostly painting. I'm gonna be a little bored unless I'm hanging out with friends, but yeah, so this is my temporary little place. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour, and like I said, I will not be decorating here, so don't be looking out for like decorating videos, because it's just not going to happen in this place. I mean, I have one picture that I have up behind the sink, but yeah, I just won't be decorating. There's just no point, because I would have to take it down so quickly anyway. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and those who are mothers, happy Mother's Day to you guys. And yeah, stay up to date on my Instagram for work in progresses and stuff like that. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.